they're telling you you're arrested, you only have two things you have to tell them. Your name and your address.
So Mike, it doesn't matter if your body's in.
Okay, and we will arrange legal counsel for you if you need it. This TV crew right here, I strongly recommend you don't speak to them either.
Yeah, we do have individuals who are the spokespeople for these events, so please don't.
Is there a reason why people can't speak?
No, because we know what you are.
What am I?
Sorry, please,
What am I?
I don't have time.
What is that? Are you the organizer of the protest? Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Thank you. Please stay away from me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Yo! Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm in the way. Go around me. I'm just trying to do my job, man.
I don't know. I'm black and indigenous, and you guys are being really rude and disrespectful to me. You guys are being very disrespectful. Like, I'm just asking questions. I'm getting pushed. People are like, don't talk to her. And I feel like you guys have never watched one of my reports, or else you wouldn't be treating me like that. Isn't that the whole point of the protest, to let people know what you're wanting them to know to make a difference? Or you pick and choose which Canadians to inform about this?
What we believe is that when 3.5% of the population stands with us, we will win. We know that from other non-violent movements around the world, Arab Spring, Ukraine, just to name two. So we ask you and all your viewers and listeners, join us, rise up.
And
the seas are rising, we must rise too.
Drea, Humphrey here, and
Matt Brevner.
we're standing in front of the Lionsgate Bridge, which I think is about to be shut down. According to the Vancouver Sun, a global environmental group known as Extinction Rebellion has started doing protest-type obstructions. They started on Saturday and shut down the streets of Granville. And today, here, which is Monday, they're supposed to be obstructing the bridge behind us. Recently, similar protests have resulted in at least 8 of the protesters being arrested. In fact, this group has let people know ahead of time that they may have to be prepared to be arrested. We really don't know what we're walking into. And for that reason, we have 2 bodyguards that will be by our side. So if you want to support that and donate there to keep Matt and I safe, you can do so by heading to journalistdefensefund.com. Let's go see how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
So everyone else go slowly. 10 people can stay here. 10 people will go back to the previous opening. Thank you. Have you got that?
Okay, guys, Carly is going this way. Oh, sorry. This person is going this way. 10 people. 10 people follow this umbrella. Once 10 have gone, great. 10 more are going to stay here with this person. The rest of us keep going.
Also, everybody, these are journalists that you do not need to talk to. FYI.
Why is that?
If you have more than 10, at any point, just send it along.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, why can people not talk to us?
All right, we got 10 people going this way, and then 10 people staying here. The rest are
Yeah, I'm at Rebel News.
There's no one talking to the news, please. We're going to be continuing on. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just talk to
gentlemen,
CTV, right?
everybody, remember,
Are you
under no
protesting the government?
circumstances do we recommend you speak with the police today? If they ask you what your intentions are or where you're going, do not answer is our strong recommendation. If they're telling you you're arrested, you only have 2 things you have to tell them. Your name and your address.
So Mike, it
That's
doesn't
it.
matter if your body's in.
Okay, and we will arrange legal counsel for you if you need it. This TV crew right here, I strongly recommend you don't speak to them either.
Yeah, we do have individuals who are the spokespeople for these events, so please don't.
Is there a reason why
media
people can't
unless,
speak
No,
to
because we know what you are.
Thanks.
What am I?
Sorry,
What
please,
am I?
I don't have time.
What is that? Are you the organizer of the protest? Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Thank you. Please stay away from me. Social distancing, right? All right, so we're on the march. The people have been forbidden to chat with us because they know who we are, I guess, but won't tell us who that is. The gentleman in the blue coat appears to be maybe an organizer. He said that it's up to people if they want to be arrested or not. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Social distancing, remember? You guys, YouTube is trying to get rid of us. They've deplatformed us, and we know we're going to be taken off any second. You have to go to rebelnews.com. We need your phone number or your email so that we keep in touch.
I didn't touch anybody. I stopped walking.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm in the way. Go around me. I'm just trying to do my job, man.
I don't know. I'm black and indigenous. You guys are being really rude and disrespectful to me. I'm with Rebel News and I have bodyguards with me.
Where are they? Right here. Sorry, you're right. So these are some conflicts here.
We have done nothing wrong, so we're going to keep covering this story.
Are you with the group now?
Rebel News.
You're okay.
I'm a journalist.
We're journalists, yeah.
Journalist.
Right? And we've done
Why?
nothing wrong.
What's the conflict with the group? Because they've told
We
us
tried
that
to ask
there's...
them. We tried to ask them. They didn't give us
Okay,
an
so
answer.
what I see happening right now is that we're trying to organize this group with the police, and what you guys are doing is causing some conflict for them.
Name the action
So I'm
target.
I'm just watching you kind of aggressively
Do you
challenge
understand
them.
that
so-
freedom of press is
I
a
sure do,
constitutional
but
right?
I'm just asking you if you can stay back and away from the group right now while they're doing what
Well,
they're doing.
no. I'm going to cover the story. It's not unlawful for me to do so. But
No,
if
but I'm
somebody
just
touches
asking you.
If
Yeah, I'm
somebody
just
touches
asking
me as
you
an
not to
officer,
interfere.
I'm
just
not.
asking-
We're not trying to interfere. We're just trying to cover the story. We've been. So the police don't want us to cover the protest? Is that what's happening?
They're trying to stop us. Police are done stopping us from trying to stop us from doing our job. We're going to continue marching with these people. As I was mentioning, there was a disclaimer about whether or not you wanted to be arrested or not. It's apparently up to these people, but we know that groups with protests like these, they often actually, even before you get here, try to recruit people who are willing to get arrested. By stopping the traffic of people. Even buses are going by where they're already carpooling. Maybe they share some of the same values, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes they get stopped. We'll see if that's what happens today. But we've got a sign here. Yes, we are on stolen, unceded Indigenous land. And just keep on going. Hey, can I ask you a question? Is it typical in these types of protests that they disperse and then kind of spread out and obstruct the traffic?
I can't comment.
No? Is there a supervisor? So we're just trying to report on what actually happened so that we don't have to, make guesses. It's easier if you guys just say what you're passionate about and let the people who watch the report know instead of me trying to figure it out. Do you want to say anything about your cause, or isn't that the whole point of the protest, to let people know what you're wanting them to know to make a difference? Or you pick and choose which Canadians to inform about this? Well, I think what happens is, so I'm told, they disperse in different sections so that they can stop in different areas, stop the different traffic. They're getting thinner and thinner as they go. And it seems like some of the officers do the same strategy and branch off into the different areas as well. So we'll try to catch up with the man who pushed me. I would like to ask him if he's okay with pushing Black and Indigenous reporters that are females. Thank you for making some space, guys. That's a really cool hat. Okay, we're changing pattern now. Oh, thanks. I was getting wet. Hi. Okay. Sir, I just wanted to know if you always... Well, you pushed me. Do you always push Black and Indigenous women?
I walked straight ahead.
You did actually.
Okay, if you stay in front of me, I told
I'm going beside you. Do you go down, are you the first to get arrested, or is it other people that get arrested and you're the last? Just seems like a fair question, since you...
We don't talk to fake news.
Yeah, but he pushed me. I want to know why.
He's talking straight, let's see the feet up.
And all you have to do is speak. I don't know why we're fake if we give you the opportunity to speak and we don't even cut and paste. What's fake about that?
Oh, seriously, man, just my umbrella. Officer, we have a situation of assault here.
He just-
We're just trying to walk past unimpeded.
We have it on video. We're not assaulting anyone.
He just hit me in the face with the umbrella, man. I'm just trying to do my job.
Please, deal with it.
We have when you push me on video.
I understand.
So it seems like every 100 meters or so we stop. They do a little bit of a ceremony maybe and then open up their banners for the traffic that's going by. Not the friendliest bunch. I got shoved by a man, a woman as well. It said on their website they were going to be social distancing, but I guess that doesn't apply. I don't know why. But overall, we'll see where it's going. We're heading towards the Lions Gate Bridge, and I think the plan is to obstruct it over there. So going up there. I see no other media here. I know they are waiting at the other side, but I don't know if I blame them for not wanting to get right into the trenches, but that's what we do here at Rebel News. And thank God we have bodyguards with us that were in there right away. If you want to help keep us safe on reports like this, please go to journalistdefensefund.com. You can donate to help contribute to what we already spent to have 2 bodyguards here and what we know we will need them for in the future. Thank you. You guys are being very disrespectful. Like, I'm just asking questions. I'm getting pushed. People are like, don't talk to her. And I feel like you guys have never watched one of my reports, or else you wouldn't be treating me like that. So maybe talk to your leader who pushed me and maybe suggest that, you know, a little goes a long way if we can have a discussion, right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
All right, thanks, man. Take care, all right? Best of luck to you guys, seriously.
Maybe next time we'll be treated a little better. You never know. We're on an overpass just before the Lions Gate Bridge. It looks like so far the attempts to obstruct traffic have been unsuccessful. Some people talked to us for a little bit, or at least nodded their head and listened, so that's a start, right? The leader, well, I call him the leader. I don't know. If he would answer some questions, we would know for sure, but he claimed assault. He's right down here if you guys want to have a look. He said I assaulted him.
Columbia, sir.
I was brought here from home to see what was going on for Capilano Reserve, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh.
I got ambulances coming over this bridge. We got regular traffic from the elders from Capilano Reserve coming here. A lot of people need to go to the hospital. A lot of people need to return home and pick up their children.
Yeah.
There's better ways of doing it, which is create your own political party. I run the Referendum Party of Canada.
Oh, okay.
If you read my Environmental Act, you'll see I have very good protection of the forest itself because it's your children's future. And that's why I cede the land back to the Indigenous people, the policies, and the citizens of Canada, joint owners, so they can decide if they want to pilfer their resources or allow it to stretch out to the next generations.
He's not speaking. He's not speaking. Oh, you're his voice. Oh, okay. Awesome.
Did we interview you, sir?
Yeah, so we saw this beautiful ensemble. So you're the voice.
I'm the voice, yes. It's inspired by Extinction Rebellion in the UK. We chose the blue color to represent the waters of the world and all the fishes and that sort of thing. We have a team of people. They're called the Blue Brigade. Today we just have one member, and he's here today to show his concern for the waters, particularly of the Salish Sea and the fish and that kind of thing, particularly with the TMX and the pipeline causing such threats. Do you have any other questions about
No, thank you so much.
or the
Oh, yes, actually, we've been trying to get questions this whole time.
Okay.
As soon as we arrived, a gentleman who I'm not sure if he's a leader or whatnot told everybody not to talk to us. So if
Well,
there's...
you Rebel News, who are you with?
Rebel News.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. So if there's anything you want to share with people who will be watching.
Well, we're a transparent organization,
Yeah.
so I don't know what you know. I could go on for hours, right? So do you have any questions?
Yeah. So
Is there anything
we
you
were
wanna
trying to
Just have a second.
okay. Give some space.
We're here today out of love for everyone.
Great. That's awesome.
That's our motivation for today. Organizationally, this is the third day of an Extinction Rebellion, Spring Rebellion. Our intention was to take the Lions Gate Bridge.
Yes.
We weren't able to do that, obviously. The police are doing a pretty good job of delaying traffic, though. They're usually our biggest supporters when it comes to shutting things down.
Do you think that's like the most effective way to get the message across? Like some people are trying to pick up their kids.
I am 70 years old.
Yeah.
I have been concerned about the climate. I've been concerned since the days of the nuclear weapons and the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's 50 or 60 years ago. I've marched. I've run for political office. I've petitioned. I've joined political parties. I've done everything. The only thing left is nonviolent direct action. What we believe is that when 3.5% of the population stands with us, we will win.
Right.
We know that from other nonviolent movements around the world, Arab Spring, Ukraine, just to name two. So we ask you and all your viewers and listeners, join us, rise up.
And
The seas are rising, we must rise too. Sorry, what would you like to say?
Oh no, I was just going to say, so it seems like there's also like a call to be arrested if you're willing.
Yes.
Like, is that effective? Do
Yes.
they get counsel after if they get into legal trouble?
Usually people are asked in advance if they'd like to be arrested. The lawyers are attached. You'll note that they have phone numbers written on their arm.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very thoughtful thing they do. Nonviolent. I'm particularly both sad and happy because I'm male, obviously. This movement is being led by women. Young women like Greta Thunberg, older women, 55, 60 years old, out getting arrested. I look at my other 70-year-old male people that were born here and wonder where the hell are they?
Yeah,
What I see is people driving by in big 4x4 swearing at us. White males, privileged white males, have had power much too long. They've destroyed the planet. It's time for a change.
And I'm going to ask one more question because you had mentioned a couple times that power has been in the hands of white males essentially for too long. So do you believe that corruption is inherently a skin color issue?
Oh, it's absolutely a function of capitalism and indoctrination. All those subtle things in our society that privilege, etc. Well, I know that. I mean, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of a long-haired guy. Well, before I retired, I was, had a business suit and did all that, and everybody called me sir, and now I look like somebody who could live under a bridge.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, but I'm looking much more casual. Longer hair, I have a beard, I don't know if you can see it. I see people treat me differently. I see.
Yeah, and I mean that's fair because I'm Japanese and Trinidadian.
Yeah.
Drea is black and indigenous, and I guess when we come sometimes to events like this, people don't want to talk to us, and it's almost like in all other situations, our identities, our skin color, our heritage matter, except when we're bringing up talking points which people don't want to talk about or are easy to disregard. So. What would you say to somebody, and this is just, we're having a conversation, what would you say to somebody who would argue that, free market capitalism has been an equalizer for poverty globally when looking at like Maoist China or Russia or...
Well, I think Maoist China is an interesting example. When you use the word capitalism, what I heard was free market capitalism.
Correct, yeah.
So I'm not personally opposed to somebody wants to open a restaurant or anything like that. But it needs to be regulated, and anything that belongs to the commons, anything that belongs to the people, forestry, mining, oil, should be managed and owned by the commons, by the state. So I guess if you're asking me in traditional terms, I think that the big stuff Yeah, it needs to be managed, and we have examples of that with transport systems and all kinds of things. But I think I spent some time in Cuba, you know, and Cuba, you can go into any restaurant, and as long as you order off one standardized menu, you're okay.
Right.
But no, so I'm not a big, I like Cuba, and I think they're doing good things. But in terms of a completely anti-capitalist society, no, it doesn't make any sense.
At Rebel News, we're not afraid to give you the other side of the story, even if that means we have to walk in the rain with people who don't want us with them. And we appreciate everyone who donates at journalistdefensefund.com. It does keep us safe in many ways, not just physically, but also legally. So if you get a chance, please go to journalistdefensefund.com. Drea Humphrey and
Matt Brevner
for Rebel News. If you haven't already done so, please go to rebelnews.com. Big tech platforms like YouTube are trying to give us the boot. We want to make sure we keep in touch with you no matter where we bring you the other side of the story. So that's rebelnews.com.